Yeah, well, he's got better eyesight than I do. So let's go over here. All right, so we got our Shadow Beast, our first army builder, big character. So he's got the club. I don't want to touch these guys because these aren't toys. These are the actual sculpts from the horsemen.
Oh.
Very fragile. So you got Shadow Beast, you got Bo there. So he'll have two different heads. Here, why don't we move Hiss so you can get a better shot. So Bo will come with both the classic head, the mustached head. The little heart emblem punches out just like the battle armor pieces, and you can replace with this little guy here. So you could do the original toy look.
I want to display it with the heart.
You can do that.
Your option. Okay, excellent.
He'll have the harp. He'll have his bow. Now his bow does not have a string because there's a safety requirement for Mattel. You may have seen like our Green Arrow figure. If we put a string, we're required by law to put an arrow lodged in there.
Oh.
So what we did is we just left holes so if fans want to put their own string post-opening it, they can. This way they're not forced to have an arrow lodged in there.
That's
and he
very
will
cool,
come
actually.
with, so he'll come with one arrow like that. And his his hands are on ball joints like Green Arrow. It's a first for Masters, so he'll be able to do all that movement.
Very cool.
Just like Green Arrow. Then standing next to him, one of my absolute favorite figures we're doing is Vicor, the He-Man of the North. His bio will talk about how he was one of the first He-Man after King Grayskull, so shortly after King Grayskull died. And he is based, of course, on the original concept drawing of He-Man. We gave the drawing. I actually have the original drawing. It was on display at Comic-Con last year.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah, we found it in the archive when doing research for the book. I was like, I couldn't believe I pulled that out. I don't think anyone's seen it in 20 years, and I was like, holy cow. So I have that up in my office. So the chain will be real metal. And then the sword will fit in the back holster, just like in the illustration. The helmet's not removable, but the cloak is. And he will come with the shield will not be as pointy as you see here due to safety regulations. We had to kind of round it out because it was too pointy.
Okay.
The sword will be fine, and this will it won't be the full sword, it will be the half sword. You already have the full one from the weapons pack, so you'll get the half blue sword with him. And then battle armor, Skeletor there. So he'll, of course, have all three chest plates. He won't have the sword. He'll actually have the purple axe, just like fans asked for. We just didn't have it, so we gave...
like how battle armor He-Man.
Exactly. So he'll have the axe, not the sword. And then finally, we'll get to Hiss, but over there, that is pre-Eternia Disguise He-Man, based on the final mini-comic that was written by Tim Kilpin, who's now our SVP, and drawn by Bruce Timm. So that's actually a Bruce Timm designed He-Man, if you will, interpreted by the Four Horsemen. And he will come with the Cosmic Key, as well as this awesome Bionatops blaster. No plans for the Bionatops right now, but he was wielding that in the comics, so the Horsemen thought it'd be great to give him this giant blaster. Can't imagine we won't reissue that with other figures down the road because it's so cool. And he needs a way to travel back in time. It doesn't mean we won't do. It doesn't mean we won't do Gwildor, but there's no reason we can't do the Cosmic Key now. And that's exclusive for Club Eternia, just like Wondar. So he will not be on sale. You can only get him if you sign up for the club. And then rounding up our reveals, here we have King Hiss.
Yeah.
So this is one figure, but he'll have, just like Plastic Man, he'll have you can pull off the top portion here. Let's see if I can do it without damaging it, and then put on the top part. So it's one figure, so you basically get that in the pack. So you get the full body, and then that'll be in the pack.
Very cool.
So it won't be split apart like the old one was, but you can still recreate both looks. And then he'll have his snake staff, he'll have his shield, and he will kick Master's butt.
Excellent.
So, and of course we've got our the 2-packs for Toys R Us. If you want to, we can go to the top shelf there. As we stand Merman back up. So again, he's been falling over. So this is Merman from the original mini comic look. His sword was the 2 colors. He's got the white toenails, just like in the mini comic, and Aquaman will come packed with him. Aquaman does have a new gold belt, which I think you pointed out in your comparison review. If only he had the gold belt. So he's got the gold belt. And Stratos there will be reverse color. Will be those colors. It'll be the blue wings and the red backpack. And the wings will be, you'll be able to rotate them around the wrist. They won't be glued in place. We fixed that. That, yeah, that was like an early mistake, and sometimes mistakes happen, but we fixed it. So those are our Masters reveals for the show. I think it's some pretty cool stuff.
I think it's all very, very exciting. So Scott, I want to thank you for taking the time to take us on this tour of the new stuff. We appreciate all of this and everything you're doing for us. So
Most welcome.
thank you very much. And guys, from San Diego Comic-Con, for He-Man.org and PopCultureNetwork.com, I'm Pixel Dan.